Hello friends, I am Avadhendra Yadav. I welcome all of you to my initiative. My point of discussion today is ongoing dispute, international disturbances, conflict that is flaring around the world. It is quite painful sometimes. Really, it hurts. Loss of life for people, economic damage, environment degradation due to the conflicts, and we are deviating from the actual problems. The world is ridden by the poverty. Lot of people around the globe, unsafe, healthy, water, education, etc. Many issues uh, we are facing right now, today. But still, somewhere there is war and conflict and disagreements is going on. We are literate people. We are enough mature. Not me, everybody around the world who is governing the system. They can sit together, they can resolve their dispute. But instead of resolving the dispute, they are, creating a conflict, division. I mean, the various kinds of division around the world, based on religion, etc. Whatever the items of division. But my point of argument is, why not we should cooperate, coordinate to each other, and resolve all the disputes amicably so that we can move forward a peaceful world. But unfortunately, we are failing at each and every front, creating divisions into the society, creating divisions with the nations and among the nations as well. Look at the China and Taiwan issue. There is a hot spot. Anytime there can be a dispute, there can be a, the fight engagement. There can be conflict anytime when the China decides, because he is saying that we will force you use force against the Taiwan. If Taiwan mm, aggressively, call its independence, so that's their matter. But why not status quo should be maintained? My argument: why not? Let's this matter should be decided by the Taiwanese citizens, because Taiwan is a democratic nation. They have to decide what they have to do, what their future course of action should be. It is decided by the Taiwanese people. They are a democratic nation. They will cast the vote and they will decide it naturally. Why no? China is pressing so much aggressively. I don't understand. He's saying it is a internal matter of Taiwan and China. I don't buy this argument. Taiwan is Taiwan, an independent territory. Still, some countries around on the globe have recognized Taiwan as a country, but many doesn't recognize. India too doesn't recognize Taiwan as a country. But we have relationship with Taiwan. We have trade relationship engagement, even though diplomat and consulates are open in India, Taiwanese. So that's the you know Mm, but my argument is there should be a status quo. That's all. But second point is Northern Korea and Southern Korea. There is also flaring up disputes between these two nations. I have already made the video about this engagement. Fireworks, thanks to the God, uh, you know, the diplomatic engagement prevailing. Right now, there is border on the border. There is peace. Right now, still right now, but I don't know what would be the next tomorrow. What will happen on the border? I don't know. But right now, there is peace. So that's okay. Peace should be maintained and diplomatically resolve your disputes. Okay. So not always uh, say somebody uh, you are rascal. You have created your problem. Everything you don't superimpose on anybody your opposition. North Korea is everybody is saying that North Korea is a trouble making country. I don't understand. They have their own right to, their right must be, respected. Their sovereignty, their etc. etc. Whatever. If I argument about the nuclear weapons, nuclear only is the issue. That's why the North Korea is isolated. Okay. So if United States, Kingdom, and China, India, Pakistan, and Russia, etc., the countries, if they can make their nuclear weapons, why other cannot? I don't understand this. If one country can uh, install a lot of nuclear weapons, why not others? Otherwise, everybody should, uh, vanquish all the nuclear weapons. Otherwise, there is inequality into the system. So other countries feels unsafe. That's why they are developing nuclear weapons. If one country does it, the other will try to do it. Other will also try to do it. That's why we are all around witnessing. Iran is also hoping one day to get the nuclear weapon. That's why they have striving towards the each and every day, and they are suffering economic sanction, etc., whatever the United States had imposed on the Iran. So I condemn nuclear weapons, and I want completely destroy all the nuclear weapons on the earth, and there should be a peace, established with the recognized international laws, hmm? And the United Nations body must be established, and there should be a strengthful body, United Nations Security Council, etc. Veto powers must be gone. The 15 member body must be have to take the decisions. Majority of votes kind of such something should be there, and this institution should be strengthened. That will bring the peace around the globe, and there should be respect to each others. Nobody's no country belongs to lower level. No countries belongs to our level. There should be parity in between the countries. That's why then world order would be peaceful. Otherwise, somebody is vetoing the everything. Then definitely there is no uh, equality into the world order. Then the problem will flare up. And just see the Yemen dispute right now. Who these uh, somebody called them terrorists, somebody called them, you know, whatever the language they use, that. But they are creating troubles, into the maritime route, attacking ships, etc., etc. So that's the problem they are creating as well. Uh, Israel and Palestinian dispute should be resolved peacefully, but what is happening there, nobody can explain. even though South Africa has uh, called ICJ, International Court of Justice for genocide against the Israel. Whatever Israel is doing is a very pathetic thing. People are suffering a lot. No can be compare. Not can be compared with any other thing after the Hitler. Mhm. Whatever they have done with the Jewish people, God forget. That should not be happen in future. And what is going on must not go forever. I condemn all the war around the world. I want to peace, and diplomacy must should prevail. And uh, no country is above the law. Law must be respected. We have international body for this, and somebody has the veto power and vetoing all the things, and creating the ruckus in the world of political order fabric. That United States and United Kingdom and uh, these two nations and Russia and China is, uh, second grouping nations. There is division of there is two groups, Western group and Eastern groups. These two countries both have the veto powers, and France as well. There is France, he is also the parts of Western countries, So the weightage into the Security Council is towards the Western nations. So um, my argument is not to defend anybody, but how we can establish peace at any cost. I am not with anybody who is killing somebody, making their life suffering, children's, women, etc., etc. But I cannot tolerate, and I am not with anybody. I don't support any kind of violence, any kind of violence. Either it is going on Ukraine and Russia dispute. I don't understand. Was this conflict was necessary? I don't think it was necessary. The Ukrainian must have to understand this, and they should have understand this. But what Mr. Zelensky did was absolutely wrong. You know, uh, he is the president. He must have to first think about the citizens. You know, you cannot fight alone with Russia. You know it. If you know it, then why not you understand how we can balance politically everything? You know it. You cannot fight. Lakhs of people have died. Millions of children suffered. You are the president. You have to take decision wisely. There is only two demands. First, the regions, four regions, which is Russia claiming their integrity must be respected. Their independence, their uh, so, the language, etc., etc. Culturally, Russia, Ukraine must have to respect. Was the first, and second was don't join NATO. These two uh, things Russia wanted from Ukraine. But what Ukraine did, they denied many agreements they have made with Russia. They didn't have observed. That's the main issue. They wanted to join NATO. For what purpose? Why not you became the uh, region, in between the NATO countries and like a buffer zone. Why not you made because if these two NATO forces and Russian forces come together, then there would be the World War Third. You know, Russia is so powerful, and with China, China has also dispute with the United States and etc. etc. around the world. Some differences with India, etc. So there is a very complex mechanism going on in the world. Try to understand it. That NATO forces and Russian forces should not come closer to each other. Otherwise, the equation of the world would be uncertain. The Finland also joining. Now, I may have. I think they have joined the NATO. So you are creating problem. You have to create the buffer zone. You know, we are with you. We are with you. We will defend yourself, your territories, if anything goes wrong. But you have to create a buffer zone in between these two nations, in these two blocks. Otherwise, uncertain future I see ahead. You must have to understand it. And Finland and whatever the countries around Russia, because Russia feels unsafe, you know, is deploying nuclear weapons. Suppose that nuclear weapons, if Russia, uses, then others will also use. The equation of the world would be changed. So you must understand it, create a buffer zone, and independently enjoy your political rights. Neither you have to tilt towards the European Union bloc. You can join because economically, etc., the movement, etc., you can join it. But the NATO is the question. Hmm. My argument is like this: whatever you are doing, you know what you do. You better understand. But my argument is that NATO forces must not come closer to the Russian forces. Otherwise, a conflict will flare up and the consequences would be disastrous. My final statement is this. And these are the points I wanted to make. But how these people, rivals, whose Yemeni fighters, or whatever they call it, the Yemen must understand this. Don't flare up tensions in the region. Otherwise, the war is spreading, into the region. Many countries are engaging into the Indian Ocean, even Arabian Ocean and Red Sea. I think I got the news today in the morning that UK and United States forces launched missiles attack into the Yemen and may have destroyed some facilities there. So, in response, Houthis is a spokesperson also angrily claiming that I will revenge it. So the equation, would be very uncertain. So the politically, you have to understand and resolve differences so that the peace must prevail. Politics is art. You must understand it. Politics is art, and you have to, you know, a good artist. Then you will do it. Thank you very much. I need your support. Whatever I think, I make the video and share with you. If you like him, please comment, correction, if any. Thank you very much. Share it if you like it. Thank you.